Hi guys, welcome to today's section. Today we'll be building or sort of like rebuilding a website. We are going to be using WordPress and a bunch of other tools to actually make this come to life. I will be building this on my local host and I'll be using WordPress. So let's just dive in and see what we are supposed to rebuild or what we are rebuilding anyway. So let's dive right into my PC anyway. All right. So all right. So today we have the CDCare website, and CDCare is a sort of like a pay small service for gadgets and tools that you use at home, and actually help you get or purchase these things, and they help you in the sense that you pay instrumentally for products or things you want to get. So it's really something, a technology or a service that's like worthwhile. Personally, I've not used the service, but I've been able to check out what the app says. I've been able to look at the source code for CDCare website, and I've been able to deduce that the website was created on Wix.com. I don't know if you had a Wix.com, but it's sort of like another um, drag and drop website builder that you can use, but preferably I choose WordPress. I choose WordPress because of a whole lot of reasons. We can sit here the whole day talking about like why WordPress is the best and whatnot, but let's go into what let's not waste any of our time, and let's go straight into what we plan doing today. So what we're doing is we are just sort of like, let's just recreate this, right? So we probably in on the off chance we want to improve something, we can improve, but let's just work with what we have. Let's try and improve. So let's go now. So you take a look at the website. This is what we have. I've been able to download like the little images and everything, and I like the fact that they were able to. There are several things I noticed about the website. It's fast. It loads faster depending on your network and where you're at, right? So it loads faster, and images, the sites have been optimized for speed in the sense that images, they've been able to compress the images and convert them to the WebP version, which is great for a great format, the next gen format for images when you look at different websites, right? So that's like a great stuff to have. So in this case, we are going to be using XAMPP, which is my local server. I use XAMPP. There are some other kinds of local servers you have. There is WAMP, and I heard there is LAMP or MAMP. I don't know what. But you can check them out online. I can also leave a link in the description below for you to get one for yourself. And we would be needing the WordPress core files. That's one. So we'll be needing the WordPress core files. I think I have one on system, but for the sake of this, let's just download one from wordpress.org. Let's just click on download and download one. And also another thing we'll be using is Elementor. We'll be using page builder called Elementor. You can check out their website too. They have some sort of like monthly subscription for agencies, subscription for one website, and all that. So you can check out their website to see what their subscription plans are. So you can be able to get it for yourself and for your business, right? So we've started downloading the WordPress core files. So I think one of the things we can do here now is to set up the WordPress. So localhost, when I click to go to local dashboard is open, what we are going to do is we are going to create a database. We're going to create a database for we're going to create a database for our website because WordPress is all based on PHP and MySQL. So technically now, what actually happens is when you call for a website, let's say www.emmanuelua.com, it actually extracts those details and everything from the database. Database is where information and everything is stored, Without the database, I mean, there's nothing happening on the front end. So the database is always important for us. So let's go in here. For security purposes, sometimes you might not just want to name your database like the name of your website or anything, but for the uh, let's say for this tutorial or for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to name it CDCare. We're just going to name it CDCare and cross our fingers anyway. We're just going to name it CDCare. So what I'm going to do now is to add new, click to add new, and I name it CDCare. Of course, what we are replicating is CDCare. I want to see how fast. Anyway, let me set a timer. I want to see how fast we create this. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I believe we have all the information and all the content to take. So we're going to time ourselves. Um, or do I just create how do we do this? Do I just create the do I just set it up and then we start timing ourselves or how do we do this? Anyway, well, we're about to start and I'm just going to be moving fast. Where's the clock on my phone? I think we're going to use it. So I'm going to use the clock on my phone to do that. All right, so it's 12:37 now and 12:37 and we're going to start the timer. We're going to start the timer. So we start the timer anyway. So let's see how long it takes us to get there. Now, another thing we need to do is privileges. We need to add privileges, and I can say, oh, add this, add CDCare, CDCare. What's this? We can generate one. Sometimes it's I don't know, it's advisable you generate one. So we are going to do this and say give it privileges. This is global privileges anyway, but we just grant database with same name, privileges, whatever. So let's go set this up. So by now our whatnot is saved, WordPress file is saved. Oh, it's not downloaded yet, and you can see how bad the network is. How bad the network is, and I think it's raining. Probably one of the reasons why. So without waiting for that, I don't think we have the time to wait for that because we are moving we are moving fast. We're moving fast. So I think I have one WordPress file in here. I don't know. I think I have one WordPress file. So let's make it small and WordPress. Oof. Mm, I don't see it in here, but I'm guessing that but I think is an old version. I think what I have on my system is an old version of WordPress. But anyway, let's see. Mm, let's see what that gets us. So 6.2 is a little bit close. Is a little bit close. So let's use 6.2. Let's use 6.2. So in order to install this, we would go to the htdocs, which you can find in your C folder, local disk, XAMPP, and depending on where you install your XAMPP anyway. This is where I installed mine, and this is where we'll be using. So I can copy this, or drag and drop anyway. So I can drag and drop this into this folder, copy to htdoc. So it's actually going to copy the content. 62 MB is going to copy it and install. So we have to give some time for that. We also factor that. We also factor that in the timing because we've used 2 minutes to set up the database and everything. And all right, it's going well. It's going well actually. So so some other things to note too when you're trying to practice your skills or learn one or two things, you need to know what font they used, which you can get by inspecting the elements. You need to know what kind of font did they use, what kind of um, colors did they use, right? So these things are things that you can find out when you um, when you go into this section you can use it to look at the CSS. Um, you can use it to look at the CSS. So you can see this is the color code. So this is the first color code. So one thing I like doing, I like working with sticky notes. Sticky notes, they're just there and they help me save sort of like important information without me having to um, open a different app or something. Open a different app or something. So we're going to close all that, and I put this color code light blue. I think this is light blue version. Light blue. Oh, time is going. Our time is going. Seriously. Um, 25%. I just wish it copies faster. Um, okay, so we are not done inspecting. We want to know like, okay, this is font size. We want to know what kind of font. Oh, want to know what kind of font. And there's a font one. They didn't really give us like kind of this, but from this we can deduce anyway that it's Riley and Elementor. Okay, there are two types of fonts they used, so all are just based on um, all will just be based on where you're putting where you're in the place you are trying to use what kind of font, description, heading. So it all depends. So I don't know which one is font one. I think this is the um Avenir, right? Avenir LT or something like that. It's for the headings. So let's say um, headings Avenir. I think that's LT, but whatever. I would find out what the issue is. So I think description and everything is railway, which is under the sans serif. So we're going to search for all these things and set it up on our Elementor so we don't have to stress ourselves, right? I think is one of the first things you do to actually mitigate you having to change the font and all that here and there. So colors. In terms of colors, let's go down. I think WordPress is still copying. Let's go down. We inspect this area and we see what color. What color are they using? This looks like a color code. I don't know. This looks like a color code if you ask me. Mm, Let me copy it first, and then we look further into what they might be using. They said this says black, but I don't think it's. I don't believe it's black. I don't believe it's using black. So more. Let's find out. Let's find out more. Still showing us the same thing, same information. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So I'm also seeing something like Arial, font family Arial, health ticker, health ticker. Anyway, um, all right. So let's see. This I think I would just save this and try it out and see if it gives us this color. Because I mean, why won't it be here? There's a style section and it has to be here. They have to tell us what color. What's the Twitter handle? Oh, someone's asking me for my Twitter handle. So, all right, let's try that one more time for the sake of um. hmm, Okay, still showing us black, mm, which no is not possible. Which you know is not possible. So let's do something. Let's do something. This try out several divs as long as they still show this place. Okay, footer. Mm, Type footer transparent. Black. Why? I don't understand it. I don't get it why it should be black. Alpha background. Background. Okay, so you know what? Whatever. We can do this a shortcut rather than like looking at all this thing. I would say that if you're smart, what you can do is just stress yourself. Just get a patch of the whole area. I'm using screen snipe or something. Just get an area of the screen and save it. Then you can go to your. I don't know if you're good with Photoshop. You can use Photoshop. You can also use Canva to find out what they're using. So I think this should be done right about now. 95%. Why is this slow? Of all days to pick, of all days to pick, and it's this way. So well, I can't push it. I can I can push it. So let's have or exercise a little bit of patience. And okay, so it's done. So what we're going to do is we can call this up and say localhost slash. Oh, hold on. Something's wrong somewhere. Now once you've transferred, you have this as the name. One reason why you always rename your the website files or folder is so that you can be able to call it up with whatever you save it as. Let's say I save it with CDCare, which I'm going to do now, and I'm going to call it up with CDCare. So I'm just going to say localhost CDCare da da da. All right. So it's going to pull up the setup process for WordPress files as long as I'm calling it. So if I was calling something like WordPress and WordPress folder is not in there in that folder, it's not going to work. Right? It's not going to work. So let's do this. Set it up, CDCare. I think both is CDCare. CDCare. I think I've actually forgotten what we use as password. So let's go in here and see. Okay, this is what we use as password. For those of you who would want to go and tamper with, this is not going online anywhere. So, so I'm sorry if you think that you would just find your way. CDCare, let's call it CDCare Nigeria, right? CDCare Nigeria. This is this other places are whatever they use. Pay small. So this will be the title for the website, the username. Hmm, let's use Emmanuel Lua. This is Emmanuel Lua, and then email address Emmanuel Lua, whatever. Install. So it's going to take a while to install. Sometimes when you do this from software clause, it's like few minutes and all that, but then you know here and there. So login, Emmanuel Lua. Okay, so let's see. Remember login. Ooh. So you sure we copied the right password? Let's see if we copied the right password. All right, we're in. Now this is taking time. Like 12 minutes. What's all this? What's all this stress about? So actually, we installed 6.2 and there is 6.2.2. So let's do that update immediately. Let's run the update maintenance. Blah blah blah. Current version 6.2.2. Okay, so has it updated? It is updated. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go straight to install plugins. Or let's install plugins that we need. What do we need? Essentially, we need Elementor, obviously. Elementor. Oh, it didn't even let me type, but well, Alfred, you think you know what I want. Sometimes you can explore this, but I think it's overbearing on websites. So I do use it. Reason for add-ons is added functionality, but there's still a whole lot you can do with this. So to be clear, we are just replicating just this one page, right? We're just replicating this one page. So you don't go thinking that we are doing something out of the ordinary or something else, right? So let's close this so it comes back to normal view. Right. So we have this back normal view, and I'm checking my battery percentage because this knows when to go off on me. Like, all right. So this is network is really problematic today. I'm not going to lie. So we'll give you some time to install. What do you think? What do you think we should stop the timer and restart it once we've started actually developing the website? What do you think? Because there's a whole lot of factors now um, working against us. Um, mm, 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 mm. I really don't know. So we'll just give it some time for it to install. All right, so we're back. We've been able to install the Elementor plugin, sort of. And once you're done with the installation, basically activate. Uh, let's keep this. Let's keep this. Don't want to do any of that now. But I think that process actually helps them know like how many websites Elementor is installed on. Um, yeah, yeah. So mm, okay. So let's go straight to what we have. What do we have on this page? We can close this. We don't need any of this now. So what can we do? So let's start with the little things. We do the header and we do the footer. So those are the little things. Uh, all right. So let's go. We have a role and we have something little here that says something I don't know, but but let's go. So we have a header and footer plugin installed, and we can use this to build headers and footers. It adds functionality in a way um, to customize. Yeah. So a WordPress, whatever, WordPress expert, of course, you experts. I'm doing this for myself and skip because I'm doing it for myself. Anyway, skip. I don't want all these questions. We're doing something in header. Okay, so entire website, that's what we're doing. User roles, I don't think that's necessary. I can name this main header. And you have to watch out, like if you're creating headers, different headers, we're going to have different headers in different pages. So you be careful on like where you publish this. So we can published. So we can now edit with Elementor. We can now edit with Elementor to see what we have. So this, how to take this off? Let's go off. Anyway, reload. I think about now my mic is like having some sort of like issues, probably because I plugged it to charge. So I don't know. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's an issue, but well, it's manageable. So let's do this. We have one row. How many rows do we divide this into? We divide it into two, right? Because I don't know what's the way they designed this. It's confusing, confusing in a way because I think the button for WhatsApp, that button for WhatsApp confuses me. So we divide it into two. We have two for the header, and then if you notice, this is the logo and this is a text. This is a text format. So it means that we have two inner columns, right? So what we're going to do is to get this inner section and we add it here, inner. All right. So now what we're going to use, preferably I use images. I don't use maybe logo there's a part where they describe and say logo. So we already have these files on the laptop. We already have this file, so all we can do is just, you know, all we can do just now is to click and download. Oh, so tiring when you're looking for stuff. Mm, I know I what was it called? I downloaded CDCare folder, CDCare folder, but can't seem to find it anymore. Something's wrong somewhere. So um, hold on, guys. Right, I check something out. Oh, so this is where it saves, so I can search for it in my document. So apologies for the break in transmission and still my time. It's still my time, like that's moving at this way, at this rate. So um, let's see. We add all these things. I don't know what these things are, but I don't have time to sift through them. Ooh, I have the time, please. I have time. I have the time to sift through them. So we do this. Let's select all the image, everything that looks like an image, right? As long as it's web, P, and PNG, we take all that. So mhm, mhm, mhm. We have this. It's good. It's good. It's good. So Oraimo, no, we don't need that. Toyota, I don't was I mean, where are all these things coming from? Okay, so